Good morning to you, I am SuperDerek and welcome back to this week's JRPG Weekly Update. We've got a lot of news to talk about today. We've got some new game announcements, some release date updates, there's some new fan translations, music, and TV shows coming out. But before we really get to all that, we've got to get through today's headline, and today's headline comes from Famitsu Magazine, and if you're not already familiar with Famitsu Magazine, first, you should be, and second, they are a Japanese magazine and online entity that covers a lot of the news and goings-on of RPGs and anime and a lot of really cool stuff. And the headline that comes from them is they actually had a recent article come out kind of going over a lot of news about Persona 5 Royal, including some stuff that we already knew about Persona 5 Royal, such as its new third semester that's going to be coming to Persona 5R, as well as also, we're getting new places to go to and things to do, and also some stuff that we didn't already know about, like the fact that each of the characters are going to be getting their own new individual events for each of the members of the Phantom Thieves. Also some new battle mechanics, and honestly, a whole lot of really interesting stuff. Details can be found in the article. I'm going to keep it pretty light because I know a lot of people are really kind of, iffy when it comes to spoilers and stuff. So there will be a link in the video's description that you can follow for more details. Following that, we've also got some new game and port announcements to talk a little bit about, including Kickstarted indie RPG Fell Seal Arbiter's Mask is coming to Nintendo Switch this August 14th. This game was originally released for the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on October 30th of last year, but now it's going to be finally making its way over to Nintendo Switch after a bit of deliberation. Sounds like they really intended to for a while, but now it's actually set in stone. Fell Seal Arbiter's Mask is a Final Fantasy Tactics inspired RPG that was kickstarted back in 2017, so it's kind of been a long while coming, and I think the trailer for this shows the game is looking pretty promising, really, especially if you are into strategy RPGs. Also, we got a new announcement of a game called Everreach Project Eden, and this looks like it's going to be a third-person shooter action RPG inspired by Mass Effect, Destiny, Halo, and the Gears series, so it's very much a Western-style RPG action game. It's going to feature some of the writing talent behind the original Mass Effect series, and it's going to be coming to PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One, with the initial release of PC and Xbox One launching in September of this year, and then PS4 sometime to follow. For localization and release date updates, we did get a release date update for the free-to-play mobile MMO Caravan Stories has been delayed in North America. The game was originally planned to release tomorrow on the PlayStation 4, but developer Aiming Inc. is requesting patience from fans while they improve gameplay, and no real release date has been given at this point. Considering the fact that it is a mobile free-to-play MMO, I wouldn't give a date on when I could fix the gameplay on that either. And also this week we got a trailer for Vanillaware's 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. For those who aren't already familiar with Vanillaware, they are the makers behind Odin's Sphere, Dragon's Crown, and Muramasa the Demon Blade. This new trailer features actual gameplay footage, finally, as well as a release date, and that's going to be coming out in Japan on November 28th of this year. Unfortunately, no US release date has been announced at this time. In other news, we've got a new Netflix TV show that was announced, and we finally got a trailer for it. It's the Witcher series that's getting a Netflix adaptation. And honestly, after seeing this, I gotta say, I was pretty skeptical of their ability to turn this video game franchise into a TV show, but after having seen this trailer, I'm feeling pretty good. And here's the other thing, I haven't actually played through the Witcher series at all, but I still think that this could be something I would be interested in watching anyway. But with that said, because I haven't already played through the Witcher series, based on this trailer, I can't really say just how good of a job that they've done so far, but I'll pass that off to you guys. If you've played the Witcher series, what do you think of this trailer so far? Because I think it looks pretty dope. And also, we got a little bit of news coming from US Gamer. The Falcom president talked a little bit about the Nintendo Switch in an interview with US Gamer. They recently put out this interview. I'll put a link to it in the video description for you to read in its entirety, but they do love the Switch, that they just don't know how to develop for it, essentially. Also, he says that they believe that their core audience is mostly on the PS4 at this point, and it sounds like they may be eventually open to another port from Nipponichi Software for Ys 9 Monstrum Nox. And here's kind of the main quote that stood out to me from Toshihiro Kondo.
I personally love the Switch. In Japan, this question comes up. We get this weird thing when it's like, Falcom doesn't want to work on Switch, or Falcom doesn't like Switch, or something. And that's not the plain and simple truth of it all, is that we just don't have the know-how and the ability to be able to work on Switch games right now.
So that's kind of a bummer. It does kind of put the final nail in the coffin of the idea I was hoping for, that they were already secretly working on Ys 9 coming to Switch. But yeah, based on this quote, it really just does not look like that's the case. So I gotta be the one to say it, and I know that there are some rabid Ys fans who don't want to admit it, but this game, Ys 9 Monstrum Nox, it just does not look like it's taking full advantage of the PS4, but it's still sort of early in development, so maybe later on they'll be able to polish it up a little bit better. But on the other hand, on the bright side, at least it looks basic enough that it should still be easy to port to Switch when NIS gets their hands on it. Knock on wood. Alright, be sure to flame me down in the comments below. In community news, Majin Tensei received a fan translation into English. This release was by the DDS translation team. Now, this is the Atlas-developed strategy RPG for the Super Famicom that is, in fact, related to the Shin Megami Tensei series, and with this release, all Super Famicom Shin Megami Tensei games and related games have finally been translated into English. The patch is currently available on romhacking.net for playing right now. Now, I also have a question for you guys. Do you love Valkyrie Profile? Do you love death metal? If so, this may be of interest to you. The legendary Zoltan, who has been a longtime watcher of the show, sent me a message here. He's actually releasing an upcoming album this week that is it is a Valkyrie Profile inspired death metal album. It features several original tracks. These are original tracks, not a cover album. They're inspired by Valkyrie Profile as well as several other RPGs. I will link to his YouTube channel, but go ahead and check that out. He'll be releasing that album later on this week. In SuperDerek news, last week I celebrated my 6-year anniversary here on YouTube with a 2.5-hour live stream Q&A free-for-all. And during that live stream, I responded to almost every single question, if not every single question that was posed to me in last week's JRPG weekly update. So because it's a 2.5-hour live stream, I'm pretty sure nobody's going to watch the whole thing, and those that do are going to watch maybe portions of it, so it's not going to do well here on YouTube. So in order to make that easily digestible, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be chopping this up into smaller pieces and add some editing into it to kind of help illustrate the stuff that I'm talking about and turn them into actually like finished style videos with gameplay and stuff. So I'm making those into actual full videos over the next few weeks. So hopefully you will enjoy that. And maybe once that's done, I'll put over the full 2.5-hour live stream on my Stream Archives channel, SuperDerek Streams. So, you know, if you really just want that, go check out that channel over there and you know, keep your eyes peeled. Now, for new RPGs that are coming out this week, we've got 3, and we've got really just 1, maybe 2 really big ones. Now, the really big one, you guys probably already know, is Fire Emblem The Three Houses. That's going to be coming out this week on July 26th. That is Friday, and this is the latest entry in Nintendo's long-running strategy RPG series that, man, it looks beautiful. And then also later on this week, we've got this game called Wargroove, which it's already on Switch and PC and Xbox One. Well, this week is coming to PlayStation 4, and this game is basically an Advanced Wars inspired strategy / tactical RPG. It looks also really cool. And then later on, we've got another game. I'm not even sure if this is an RPG, but it is a compile heart game, so I'll just throw it in there. The game is called Data Live or Date Alive. I don't know how you actually say that out loud. Date Alive Rio Reincarnation is coming to PC and PlayStation 4 this week. And we've got just a quick voicemail to go listen to real quick.
Yo, SuperDerek, this is The Anomaly. Wanted to leave a message regarding my opinion on that Earthbound. As much as I wish there was another Mother game, I hate the art style that they presented in that small example or whatever it was, the blueprint or the Earthbound that could have been. I feel like if they would just use an updated style of what originally Mother looks like, keep it more, motherly with the clay model designs, I feel that would work more. Anyways, hope you have a great one.
And before I go, I want to leave you with this week's question of the week. If you could choose the next game that I review after Star Ocean 2, what would it be and why? That's all I really want to know. If you could just say, SuperDerek, anything you're planning, throw that off the table. This is the game that you must play and you must review it. What would that game be? And also make sure you go and talk to each other and vote up the ones that you like because, hey, it might influence my decision because I haven't really decided what I want to play next. And yeah, anyways, that is it for this week's JRPG Weekly Update. I am SuperDerek, and this has all been news to me. Take care, everyone.